Evening, everybody. It is 6:47, and again tonight I waited to see a couple of things. First of all, where the futures reopened at 6 o'clock, and then I wanted to see as close to the close as I could on Apple, because as you know, they reported today, but they also had the call, which doesn't start until about 5:30, and so now I can give you an update on that. But let's start with this chart on the screen. It is the bonds, and we've been long them since right here. And I was looking for about 113 to 114, which is this area right around in here. This would be 113, and that would be 114. And the high today was 113 and pardon me, 112 and 31/32. So that's pretty close. They expire tomorrow, and so I didn't want to play them last day if I didn't have to. And to give you a brief on it, we sold them on some of them on the 100% up rule. In excess of that, we paid 71 cents, so that would have been $1.42. We actually, the lowest price that we sold any was $1.80. We sold some at $1.93, and we sold some at $2.28 for a grand total of 250% net gain. I believe it was $285 in and $710 out in the small account, double that in the large account. So, not bad. As long as we're here on the futures, let's take a quick look around what's going on tonight with the oil, which was up a little over $2. It's up another 15 cents. Grains have not reopened. They were mixed, corn down, wheat slightly higher, and the soybeans up a bit. Gold was up, down 80 cents tonight. Silver was up, down 2 cents tonight. The net gas was down 2 cents today, and it is up almost 4 cents tonight. So not bad there. As far as stock futures go, we have the S&P down 5, we have the Nasdaq down 41, and we have the Dow down 7, which is kind of surprising because of the Apple. So let's get over to the market. Apple. They reported, they say, they call it a beat, even though it was down sequentially on revenues. That's something I absolutely can't stomach. The stock had closed 177.57, up 360. After the report of a beat expectations top and bottom line, the stock actually made a new high on the day of 181.90. And then the conference call started, and it actually made a new low on the day, $12 lower at 169.33, $12.50 lower. The last on it right now is 172.70. That shows as down one and a quarter, but that's net change on the that's net change on the day. So you have to add that $3.60, and call it down $4.85, which is about 2%. So not great. Some of the others that were beats today. We had Roku last night. It had closed around 71 last night, traded as high and closed at 78.05, up 18.35 or 31%. A killer there. Shopify also with a beat, 59.70, up 10.91, 22%. Paramount with a beat, closed at 11.92, up $1.12, got as high as 13.45. The last is 12 and a half. That's up $1.68 or 15%. Now, it's good to see that. Um, Block SQ beat top and bottom 50.62, up $9.96 or 24%. DoorDash, which was a beat and had great guidance this morning. The CEO was on talking about what they're trying to do across lines of delivery, meaning not just restaurants but also package, etc. 87.35, up 11.45 or 15%. And the only one that was down, even though they did report a beat top and bottom, was Coinstar. Sorry, Coinbase. One of these days I'll get it right the first time. Um, 84.60, up $6.97 during the day. So it was higher. I'll also mention that Bitcoin, which closed 35,300, up 335, had actually been substantially higher, had been as high as up 1,600, 36,000 and change. So Coinbase, as I said, got up to 87 and a half. The last is 80.80, and that is up $3, 2.99 actually, and that is about 4%. So that's still not too bad a return on that one. And there you have it, folks. I'll be back first thing in the morning. Tomorrow morning is the big news, which is the payrolls, unemployment rate, etc. Oh, by the way, one of the things that really moved this market, I know I mentioned it this morning, but I'm going to mention it again: productivity and unit labor costs. Productivity was massively higher. And when I say massively, it was up 4.7, and they were looking for a down number, or certainly not that. So when productivity moves up like that, I think it was versus 3.4. When productivity moves up like that, you generally see a move down in unit labor costs, which is exactly what we got. Expectations were for up 0.7%. In point of fact, it came in at down 0.8%, and that is a huge move. All right, folks, we'll see if we carry over tomorrow. The volume was okay. Advanced declines were very healthy. And the biggest gainer in the indexes turned out to be the lowly Russell, up 44.51, which is $2.67. If there was anything to bitch about, I would have to say that it was the fact that real estate and banking kind of led in the Russell, and that generally is not great. All right, I'll be back in the morning.